Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I've been watching the Football World Cup from Qatar and I saw a display of humility and how should I put it? Lack of confidence in who you are. That's my interpretation of this display. And that was done by the English team and the team of Wales. They played together, and before the game they sent a political social message to the whole world that did not give a fuck about it, who are just watching soccer or football, and these players inserted their political views on an issue or their social views on an issue that I don't care to look at. You're over there to play football and that's about it. You want to send a political message? Okay, well then that means you let everybody else send a message of a political message. If someone wants to make a certain kind of sign, then you should allow that person to make that sign. Or you just allow certain kind of messages. Well, this is exactly what I dislike. First, I don't like political messages in sports. Mind your fucking business. I'm over here to watch you play soccer, football. I don't care your political views. If I want, I'm gonna listen to an interview that you have or something like that, but not on the pitch, okay? Don't give me those signals. And if you are allowed to give me that kind of message, some people can give me a different kind of message, but it seems like all this, not seems, it is controlled, and I dislike that. Let me read you here this article so you can understand exactly what these guys were doing. This article was from Associated Press, and this occurred when the guys played together on November 29th. England and Wales players take a knee in the World Cup match. And you see these guys humiliating themselves, I would say, if I can see that. As two imbeciles, I would say that. As I said, well, as over there, you see them over there, they're kneeling. Good enough. You see it over there? And they're very proud of themselves, but if you ask them how much is 1 plus 1, I don't know if they know it. Anyway, I don't want to insult them, even though I already did. I am very upset with this display of political message and so on. Let's say someone, I'm just giving an example, someone over there would have shown with a comment when this would happen, a player would just take from his ass a flag of Free Palestine. Would it be okay? Or a person would, I don't know, raise his hand saluting everybody. You know, like the Romans. You know what I mean? Then would have been a-okay or not? I mean, after all, if you allow these guys, that means you allow everybody else. Oh, you're promoting that. All you need to do, FIFA, is to promote football. That's all. That's all. That's it. Go get your money, make these clowns play football, pay them millions, we're idiots and watch, and that's it. That's the whole deal. I don't want you to give me take a knee. And besides taking a knee, it's such a ridiculous position. It's humiliating. It's an inferiority position. But let's see, why do they take a knee? So, players take a knee prior to the World Cup Group B soccer match between England and Wales at the Ahmad bin Ali Stadium in Ali blah blah blah, Qatar, Tuesday. Okay, that's very nice. Let's see why. The players for both England and Wales took a knee before their final World Cup group game on Tuesday. The teams made a gesture as a sign of solidarity in the fight against discrimination. Maybe some people like to discriminate. What if they would start booing? Would you arrest them? Let's say they're not politically correct and they would say, hey, boo, motherfucker, don't knee. What, are you a servant? And besides, what is the connection between a knee, taking a knee, and supporting a cause? That shows to me, if you know where that comes from that Kapelnik, whatever idiot here, the football player. Remember that guy? Colin Kaepernick or whatever his name. His parents are, one was white, one was black. And he says he's black. No, you're not black. You're I was about to say bipolar, maybe two, biracial. But he chooses to fight for a cause. That's good. That's good. Again, you are a, how should I put it, a person who has so many advantages in this society that you live here. And you can have your opinion. You can fight whatever you want to fight. Leave the sport alone. I'm not watching you. I don't watch American football whatsoever. That's a different story. But overall, as a rule, leave it be. Let it be. What if someone would start booing you? Would that be a person? Let's say a person who would be your, I don't know, your teammate. You say, what the fuck are you doing? Boo! Do you think that person would not be fired? Oh my God, he would be begging for forgiveness. Why? Because that's the right way. And he would be a bad dude. Well, I thought we have a freedom of speech. I can be allowed to do this and that without any repercussions if I have an opinion, right? Or a stand against or pro something. The point here for me is not that I don't allow this guy or I have a problem with them expressing themselves or supporting a cause. That's not the time. I mean, and besides, if you want to be honest about it, then you're open and say, you know what, freedom of expression, man. And you have other people probably showing other things that are not unacceptable. Remember, I don't know if you remember, but if you play soccer and you have a ring, you're supposed to cover it. You can play with anything like this. You can play with this. You can't. Why is that? Oh, because you might, something happen. They're afraid of certain symbols as well. That's a strict uniform that you have to have when you play soccer. And a certain kind of behavior. You get penalized if you take your shirt off. So let's say you score and you're happy. You get a green card. A green card, Jesus Christ. A yellow card, you know? Yellow card. Warning, bam. No, you get a booking if you take your shirt off. But you can do this. And if you, some of them have underneath their jerseys, they have a, I don't know, shirt, and they have a message over there. I don't know, Free Palestine, or I love that, or I hate that. They take that shirt and they show it. Sometimes they get booked, and oh my God, it's a big problem because they sent a message. But these guys showing that, no, they're promoting this. They're promoting it, and it's garbage. As good as the cause might be, let it out, live it out. This is a forced down your throat propaganda, and I don't want it. I don't want it. And if I'm a player, how do you call it? If I paid a ticket, which I didn't pay a ticket, I wasn't in Qatar. But if you pay a ticket for that, I don't want to see that bullshit. I mean, I didn't come for that. Anyway, for me, it's embarrassing that these guys go into and they buy this bullshit coming from United States, and they don't understand it. They don't understand what's going on here and why that Kaepernick, Colin, or whatever his name is, did that, and what happened with him, and what kind of socks he's got at one point and all that. They don't understand it. They just really think that they're doing a noble thing, that they support, the fight against discrimination. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But don't you discriminate when you play in the national team? Someone must have discriminated. Why? Because they picked you and didn't pick the other one. Why? Because you were better than that one. Were you better than the other one? Oh my God. You can't be. We're all the same. You know what I mean? So you go into idiocracy, you get idiocracy and idiots. I don't think that if you get those people and ask them, hey, what's going on here? What happened? What do you mean? Well, I support the fight against discrimination. That's all they know. But do they know what Kaepernick actually meant with the kneeling? Do you know who's kneeling? And you know what that means? If you would know that, I don't think you would do it unless you don't know who you are, and they don't know who they are. They don't know who they are. And I'm talking about national identity. Yeah, I'm going to go further, but you know exactly what I mean. Otherwise, they would not be kneeling over there. What do you mean you kneel? Are you a servant? Are you a slave? Why don't you stay up and grab your balls? And I'm supporting, man, the fight against discrimination. That's how you know, I'm gonna kneel, support the... No, that's not a message, you idiots. Why do you think you kneel? What do you think the message is? Anyway, they're two idiots, they don't understand it, and they all do it. And that's, I saw that in the Premier League in Great Britain, and again, it's in England, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, again, mix politics and other messages with sports makes me throw up, and I'm not the only one, I know that one. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.